Have you ever wondered how to strengthen the intimacy and connection with your partner through simple yet meaningful gestures? In this video, we'll explore 6 intimate acts that can transform your sexual relationship, enhancing both physical pleasure and emotional bonds. From the delicate touch of a finger on the lips to the careful stimulation of sensitive areas, each gesture is designed to bring you closer and create a more fulfilling intimate experience. You'll uncover the secrets behind these actions, learn how to perform them with care and attentiveness, and understand the profound impact they can have on your relationship. By watching until the end, you'll gain valuable insights into your partner's desires and how to respond to them, making your intimate moments more meaningful and satisfying. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend doing so and turning on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Before we dive in, I'd really appreciate it if you could like the video. Your support helps me continue spreading the message. If you're interested in this topic, please comment 1, and if not, comment 0, so I can create content that better suits your preferences. Now, let's get started. 1. Placing a finger in a woman's mouth. When a man gently places his finger in a woman's mouth, it can be an incredibly intimate gesture rich with emotional and physical significance. This act goes beyond mere touch, symbolizing a deep connection, trust, and vulnerability between partners. The woman, in allowing herself to be in such a receptive state, opens up emotionally and physically, demonstrating an implicit trust in her partner. This willingness to be vulnerable is a powerful expression of intimacy, signaling a profound bond between them. The moment the man's finger touches her lips, it can trigger a sensory response that heightens the overall experience. The lips are among the most sensitive parts of the body, and this soft, tactile sensation creates an immediate and intimate connection, evoking feelings of closeness and tenderness. It's a moment that bridges physical and emotional intimacy, fostering a deeper connection. Moreover, the act of gently placing a finger inside the mouth can evoke sensations that are both soothing and stimulating. For many, the sensation of a soft touch against the lips or inside the mouth can be comforting, reminiscent of early experiences of care and affection. When done with a gentle, mindful approach, this act can create a safe space where both partners feel deeply connected. It's not just about the physical sensation but the emotional undercurrents of trust, care, and the willingness to be close without barriers. This act also serves as a prelude to more intimate moments, setting a tone of tenderness and mutual respect. By focusing on the delicate nuances of this gesture, partners can learn to read each other's cues better, deepening their understanding of what brings comfort and pleasure to their partner. This enhances the overall quality of their intimate encounters, making each touch more meaningful and impactful. 2. Finger stimulation inside the vagina. When a man gently and thoughtfully inserts his finger into a woman's vagina, it can be a deeply intimate and pleasurable experience for both partners. This act is not just physical, it's a profound expression of trust and connection. As the woman allows her partner to explore one of the most sensitive and private parts of her body, it opens the door to a heightened level of intimacy. The sensation of a finger inside her can awaken countless nerve endings, sending waves of pleasure through her entire being. Many women find themselves craving the continuation of this intimate act as the rhythmic, careful movement of his finger brings about intense pleasure. Whether gentle or firm, the pressure applied can stimulate the G-spot and other sensitive areas, deepening her arousal and strengthening the bond between them. By paying close attention to her responses, the man can adjust his touch to meet her needs, making the experience even more enjoyable and personalized. This gesture also speaks volumes about communication in a relationship. The subtle feedback loop that occurs during this act, where the man listens to the woman's bodily responses and adjusts accordingly, mirrors healthy communication practices in a broader sense. It's about being attuned to one another, respecting boundaries, and finding pleasure in giving as much as receiving. When partners take the time to explore these intimate moments with care, it reinforces their emotional connection, making their physical interactions even more meaningful. Additionally, the act of stimulating the vagina with a finger allows for a gradual and patient buildup of arousal. It's a way of pacing the sexual experience, where each touch is deliberate and considerate of the woman's comfort and pleasure. This slower, more mindful approach can be incredibly arousing, as it allows both partners to fully immerse themselves in the moment without rushing towards a goal. It's about savoring the journey of intimacy together, where each touch is a dialogue of affection and desire. 3. Gentle touch on the back area of the vagina. Exploring the back area of a woman's vagina can evoke profound relaxation and intimacy. This specific touch stimulates deeply sensitive areas, heightening pleasure and connection. As the man's finger gently explores this area, the woman may find her body naturally relaxing and opening up both physically and emotionally. This act not only enhances the physical pleasure but also deepens the emotional connection between partners. The trust and vulnerability involved in allowing someone to explore such a private area can strengthen mutual respect and affection. This shared experience of pleasure and connection can enhance the overall quality of the relationship, making both partners feel more in tune with each other's desires and needs. The back area of the vagina, including the posterior fornix, is rich in nerve endings and can be particularly sensitive to touch. By exploring this area with gentle, attentive movements, a man can create a sense of profound relaxation and pleasure for his partner. This kind of touch requires patience and a gentle hand, as it's less about force and more about subtlety and care. The focus should be on creating a rhythm that aligns with the woman's natural responses, allowing her to guide the experience through her cues. This act also symbolizes a deep level of trust. It's a shared moment where both partners must be open and communicative, ensuring that the experience is pleasurable and comfortable for the woman. This mutual respect and attentiveness can strengthen the emotional bond between partners, making their intimate moments more fulfilling and deeply connected. 4. Holding his penis in her hand. During intimate moments, when a woman holds her partner's penis in her hand, it enhances her sense of control and pleasure, reinforcing the bond between them in a shared exchange of desire and affection. This simple yet powerful gesture allows her to explore her partner's body while also communicating her own needs and desires. The act of holding and gently stroking his penis can create a feedback loop of pleasure and arousal for both partners. It serves as a reminder of their mutual attraction and affection, strengthening the physical and emotional connection between them. This touch can be a tender way to express care and desire, adding a layer of intimacy to their sexual relationship. For many men, having their partner touch them in this way can be an incredibly validating and reassuring experience. It's a nonverbal affirmation of their desirability and the trust that exists within the relationship. When a woman takes the initiative to explore her partner's body, it can also empower her, allowing her to express her own desires and preferences. This reciprocal exchange of touch and pleasure is foundational in maintaining a healthy and balanced intimate relationship. Moreover, the act of touching a partner's genitals goes beyond mere physical pleasure. It's a deeply personal and vulnerable gesture that requires trust and mutual respect. When both partners feel comfortable exploring each other's bodies in this way, it creates a safe and supportive environment where they can express their sexuality freely and without judgment. This freedom to be oneself in intimate moments is crucial for a fulfilling and satisfying sexual relationship. 5. Touching the lips with fingers. Gently placing a finger on a woman's lips can be a powerful and evocative act when done with care. This gesture can trigger a sensory response that leads to heightened arousal. The soft touch, combined with the act of sucking, can draw her into a state of deep relaxation and excitement. This delicate contact, almost like a whisper, creates an immediate connection, stimulating sensitive nerve endings and drawing her into a more profound state of arousal. Such an act builds trust and deepens the emotional bond between partners as it requires vulnerability and openness. When she begins to suck on his finger, the sensation can mimic the pleasures of oral sex, further increasing her excitement and preparing her for more intimate moments. The key is to be gentle and mindful, ensuring that the experience is pleasurable and attuned to her needs. This simple gesture can also serve as a form of nonverbal communication, where partners can express their desires and intentions without words. The act of touching the lips with fingers is intimate and personal, offering a quiet way to connect and share a moment of closeness. For some, it may be a prelude to more intense physical encounters, while for others, it might be a standalone expression of affection and desire. By focusing on the gentle touch and paying attention to the partner's reactions, this act can become a deeply personal and meaningful way to connect. It's not just about the physical sensation but the emotional resonance that comes from being close and sharing a tender, intimate moment. This gesture, when done thoughtfully, can be a powerful way to reinforce the bond between partners, making their connection feel more secure and cherished. 6. Exploring sensitive areas with care, continued. Intimate encounters. Sensitive areas, such as the neck, inner thighs, and lower back, can be incredibly responsive to touch, offering a wealth of opportunities for connection and pleasure. The act of exploring these spots with gentle, attentive touches can send shivers down the spine, eliciting responses that range from subtle sighs to profound expressions of arousal. This process is more than just a physical exploration. It's an emotional journey that allows both partners to express care and attentiveness. By focusing on these sensitive areas, a man can communicate his desire to please and his willingness to invest time in discovering what brings his partner joy. This attentiveness can create a sense of being truly seen and valued, enhancing the emotional intimacy that underpins the physical act. One of the key elements of exploring sensitive areas is communication. It's important for partners to express what feels good and what doesn't, ensuring that the experience is enjoyable for both. This can be done through verbal cues or through the more subtle language of body movement and breathing. When partners are in tune with each other, they can navigate this exploration seamlessly, adjusting their touches in response to the signals they receive. Additionally, the act of exploring sensitive areas can serve as a form of foreplay, building anticipation and arousal before moving on to more direct forms of sexual contact. This slow build-up allows for a more immersive experience, where each touch is savored and appreciated. By taking the time to explore each other's bodies with care, partners can deepen their connection and make their intimate moments more meaningful. Exploring these intimate gestures can profoundly transform your sexual relationship, enhancing both physical pleasure and emotional bonds. Each act, whether it's gently placing a finger in the mouth or carefully exploring sensitive areas, is an opportunity to connect on a deeper level with your partner. These small but powerful gestures can make your intimate moments more meaningful, bringing you closer together and enriching your relationship in ways that go beyond the bedroom. Remember, intimacy is not just about the physical act but the emotional connection that underlies it. By paying attention to your partner's needs, communicating openly, and approaching each touch with care and respect, you can create a fulfilling and deeply satisfying intimate experience that strengthens your bond. So take the time to explore these gestures with your partner, and watch as your connection grows stronger and more intimate with each touch. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to our channel for more insights on enhancing your relationships. And as always, feel free to leave your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep exploring the beautiful journey of intimacy with your partner.